All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're diving into the pretty wild world of trading, but not just with charts and numbers. We're going to do it through a personal story. It's a journey about a catastrophic failure, some really tough lessons, and in the end, a little bit of redemption in the crazy world of trading gold. It all kicked off with this, a quick, easy win, $1,200. And let me tell you, that feeling, it was electric, completely intoxicating. For just a second, it felt like I'd found some kind of cheat code for making money, and that first little taste was all it took to get me completely hooked.
And that's the question, right? The one that gets stuck in your head. I'd stumbled into Forex trading, and man, was I drawn to the shiny allure of gold. I wasn't just trading something on a screen. I was emotionally all in on this dream of fast, easy money. Every little up and down on that chart felt personal.
So yeah, I decided gold was my thing, XAUUSD. It just felt, I don't know, powerful. And most importantly, it moved a lot. I really thought I'd found this secret, my golden ticket. But the truth is, I was a total rookie staring down a beast I knew nothing about. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
You know how it is, that early confidence? Well, mine ballooned into some seriously dangerous arrogance. I started breaking the few rules I'd set for myself, jumping in and out of trades, chasing every little move, and then the New York session opened, and the whole market just exploded with volatility.
So there I was in a pretty big trade, and get this, no stop loss, no safety net at all. And just like that, the market didn't just turn against me, it lunged. Everything I'd been hoping for just vanished. I couldn't even click the mouse to get out. I just sat there, completely frozen, watching it all burn to the ground. And this was the price tag on that lesson. $8,750. Gone. But it wasn't just a big loss. That single, stupid moment of panic didn't just hurt. It basically vaporized my entire account. It was a total, complete failure. The dream was over.
You know, hitting rock bottom has a strange kind of clarity. It was right there, in the middle of all of that wreckage, that I finally asked for help. I found a mentor, and he didn't give me some magic secret. Instead, he started teaching me the real rules of the game, right from square one. So, let's get into it. The very first lesson was almost laughably basic. What was I actually trading? Well, XAU is gold. USD is the US dollar. It hit me that I wasn't just betting on gold to go up. I was trading the constantly shifting value between two massive global forces. A totally different game. Then my mentor broke down exactly why I got so completely shredded that day. He explained that gold goes wild when the big trading sessions, London and New York, overlap. That's when all the major banks are in the game, creating these huge, violent price swings. Turns out I'd been trying to swim with sharks and didn't even know I was in the ocean. So instead of just chasing the price around like a headless chicken, I started learning to read the map of the market, identifying these key levels, support and resistance. Think of them like a floor and a ceiling, where the price tends to react. It gave me logical places to plan, instead of just gambling on a gut feeling. And this right here, this quote, basically changed my entire universe. My mentor drilled this into my head. Trading isn't about hitting home runs every time. It's about staying in the game long enough to play. Your first, last, and only job is to protect what you have. It's all about defense, not just offense. Now, what's really amazing is how a simple rule like this changes everything. The 1% rule. It meant that no single trade, no matter how bad, could ever wipe me out again. It totally detached me from the emotion of it and forced me to think about long-term survival, not just one lucky jackpot. So as you can see, my entire approach got a complete overhaul. The old way, emotional, no stop-loss, over-trading, was out. The new way was all about discipline, always using a stop-loss and patiently waiting for the right moment. The goal wasn't just to make a profit anymore, it was to execute my plan perfectly. Okay, so with all these new rules, it was time to face the market again. A perfect setup started to form on the gold chart, and I could feel those old emotions bubbling up. The excitement, the fear. This wasn't just a test of my new strategy. This was a test of me. But this time was different. This time I had a checklist, and I followed it perfectly. I waited patiently for the price to hit my level. I calculated my exact 1% risk. I put my stop loss in before I even entered the trade, and then I just executed the plan. The real victory was in that calm, methodical process.
So here's the crazy part. Whether that trade won or lost became completely secondary. It honestly didn't matter. The real win was conquering myself, my impulse to freeze, to chase, to gamble. Proving that I could follow my own rules under pressure, that was the real profit.
So, what this whole brutal journey taught me really boils down to a few core truths. Trading isn't a game of luck, it's a skill you have to build. Survival always has to come before trying to make a profit, and that calm, structured plan, well, that's your single greatest asset.
And that, right there, is the ultimate lesson. You can have the best strategy on the planet, but if you don't have the discipline to actually follow it, it's completely worthless. True success in this game isn't something you find on a chart, it's something you forge inside yourself. The real gold is the discipline.